It's al-Orq time! Hey, hello, what's up everyone? My name is al-Orq and welcome back to Crusader Kings III Roads to Power as we play and continue the al-Orq Dynasty. So in the last episode, we continued on our journey making more money than ever before, improving our military strength to a point that we've not seen up until this point, and finding ourselves at a bit of a crossroads, I think. Because I kind of spent maybe 10 minutes or so glancing over at the map, kind of examining the entire situation, trying to formulate a plan. As I had to think about all of the things that I had reflected in a couple episodes about us not finding any mercenary contracts. And I'm more convinced than ever before that it's because we are still freebooters instead of swords for hire. And I think it's finally time that we change our camp purpose to abandon, maybe not entirely, but to a degree, our criminal ways and instead form more of a mercenary band instead. I think Faraz, at this point, at the age of 47, has had plenty of time to reflect on his life, and he's made gobs and gobs of cash in his time already. I hope that he still has plenty of time left in him, and time will only tell when he ultimately passes. But we are getting on in years. Eventually, he's going to die. And we also are going to have that one bonus expire at the age of 62 when we got that lust for land. So I think at this point, that lust has really started to take shape and transform into something a bit more tangible. And so, we are no longer boss Faraz. Instead, we are Captain Faraz of the Orc Horde. We are still the Insane, which I just love. I think that's an excellent nickname for our ruler here. And so that is now our new camp purpose. With that, I'm going to do this immediately before I forget. And that is we can create a new men-at-arms regiment. And considering that we're going to potentially go to war in this episode, or maybe in the next one, depending on what happens, I think it's pertinent for us to get some siege weapons. So get those all the way up to size. We have 40 of these onagers, and they're the basic tier of siege weapons that you get at the start of the game, available at 867. So apparently I cannot refill them until July, the end of July there. Okay, so I'll just have to remember to do that when we get there, a few months down the line. A couple other things that I wanted to make note of here. Our camp followers, I neglected to mention this before, and I somehow failed to even know this while I was recording, but a couple of our followers have had children. Kurashe here, our caravan master, has had a child with Nilufar here, a daughter named Arezzo, who's currently 1 year old, and Yazid and Navaba have had a child here, Varshasp. He's actually been around for a few years now, and so I just failed to mention him. There he is. So that's really cool. Apparently, they don't particularly like us, but also they're children, and they will learn eventually. And then we have Abdullah here, who does not like us. He's our only detractor here, and that's only because I gave him a job and then immediately took it away from him. So, yeah, he's obviously not the biggest fan of us for that reason. But yeah, now that we're a mercenary captain, our equipment has changed, at least on the face of it, for the purposes of being an adventurer. And we now have a mercenary helmet, a sword, and a tower shield. I think that's what that is, from the looks of it. So we are going to be making moves towards more warfare, and to that end, I think it's pertinent for us to get the next upgrade to the Proving Grounds, because if we get to level 4, then we can get an additional extra boost to the size of our men-at-arms regiments, making our army that much stronger. So I think we're going to go ahead and get that started. I've also had a look around the map just to see if any Conqueror characters have spawned, and indeed, not only has a Conqueror character spawned, and a few at that, but we have the Empire of Carpathia. They're known as the High Kingdom here, and this guy here, High King Arpad, the Hammer, is a Conqueror. This is a trait that can sometimes spawn for landed characters, especially if you are more of a military-focused mind, such as ourselves, and look at all of these incredible bonuses. And he's not the only one. Here, next door, in Bavaria, we also have King Arnulf the Bastard, apparently, who's, I guess, a legitimized bastard, a sodomite. He's got a whole bunch of things going on. Seems to be a colorful character in many ways. But he's also got that trait here. So there's plenty of war going on, and indeed, it looks like he's currently trying to vassalize Dubrovnik. So, good for them, I suppose. And then, also, more importantly and relevantly to us, is here. Amir Amiran Yakub, the Corrupt, has gained the Conqueror trait, and that's why he's been gaining so much territory in such short amount of time. And I've had an idea. I came up with one, at least. I'm not convinced it's going to work, especially because of his Conqueror trait, but I want to give it a try. I think it's time for us to try to influence some regional geopolitics. So what we're going to do is we're just going to completely abandon where we are here and travel straight to the capital of the Saffarids, which for some reason has been moved here to Panjgur, this province here, instead of where it was originally, like right around here. I don't know where exactly, but if you look back to the start of the campaign, it'll be pretty clear that they moved their capital for one reason or another. Not entirely sure, but I'm not here to pass a judgment necessarily. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to make this a little bit less dangerous, and I think we can make that better there. Perfect. So, it looks like provisions are going to start running low at this point, but I don't believe it's enough to make us run out. Yeah, we'll still have plenty left over, so we might just get some flavor text about travel provisions and stuff. And I think, for the sake of safety, I'm going to spend the money to hire some mercenary guards, because that reduces the overall danger significantly. So, I'm okay with doing that. Alright. And looks like we hired Captain Kurush of the Dylomite Band of Talish here. He does not like us at all, mostly because of our gallows bait trait there. But hey, they'll have to deal with it. We paid him money. We got him a job. My champion, Babak, approaches me in camp, polishing my prize armor. Lord, Kupadan is rich in deposits of high-quality metals, greater than any I have seen before. With your permission, I would be delighted to improve your prize armor with these lucrative materials. So, a 46% chance that it would work, and the prize armor would gain durable materials, which would boost the prowess level by 2, and then also increase the resistance to the prowess loss whenever you get injured. So, that could be a thing that happens, or at a 53% chance it loses a little bit of durability. Otherwise, we could have the Sasanian style be repaired a little bit, and that would bring its durability back up to full, or just gain 50 gold because we would want to sell it. No, I think we try making the armor stronger. And indeed, it did. Excellent. Well done, my friend. Alright, we've got this event before. Is this guy any good? He's okay. I suppose we could recruit him. At only 25 gold? Yeah, why not? As we continue moving on, we still will do jobs as we have been, because I still need some money for some stuff, as we've seen. But that doesn't mean that we can't try to, well, maybe do a little assassione. The Trodden Path. Whatever, just a cure for your superstition. Shut up, Nawaba. I don't care. And Abdullah has now come of age. He has gained the level 3 in the military education, just like his father. And just like his father, he's got the Unyielding Defender trait. Oh, no, actually, no, that's not what I have. No, sorry, I was mistaken. We have Cautious Leader. So he instead gained the Unyielding Defender trait, which reduces friendly fatal casualties by 25%. Not bad at all, honestly. He is doing pretty well. So now that we've let the game on pause for a moment, let it play. I can see his stats overall. So he ended up with 19 in martial and 16 in prowess. Honestly, he ended up, I want to say he technically ended up better than his father at his starting stats, or it might just be about the same. I think maybe the numbers kind of even out there. Might check out on the math there in editing, but enough of that. Let's move on with our task. So the reason why I wanted to move directly to the capital is because we can't actually try to assassinate him until we're close enough. And so, what better place to go than right at the heart of society? So, what is this? Market today. Oh, that we've seen this event before. This is his personality trait. Could have him get arrogant as well. I don't think we've had a character with generous yet, so I suppose it's okay that we do that. He's a generous character going for that intrigue education, so he'll probably turn out to be an interesting character there. I know I denied the generous trait before, but I don't know. We already have an arrogant character here. Well, did we? Yeah, we do, in our daughter. So I just feel like a little bit of variety is a good thing. So let's see here. We got a perk for our martial education, and getting Parthian tactics here would increase our camel cavalry and our oh, we don't have any archer cavalry, so that would just affect our mounted units. There are camels. Otherwise, we would increase the screen of our heavy infantry, because that's the only unit that we have there. But having organized march, I think, is probably the best choice overall. We already get the 25% extra movement speed from one of our upgrades, but then also the added 15% on top. No one is going to outrun the Horde. Okay, so we've made it to the capital here, and I just want to see how likely it actually is for us to murder him. Scheme odds are poor. If we focused on increasing success potential, it still says poor. So let me see here. The title tier, -30. Our intrigue helps that a lot. He doesn't have great intrigue compared to us. We've got agents at our court, he's got agents at his court, so apparently some of his vassals and courtiers don't like him. Okay, and then of course he's got scheme modifiers, and that's probably due to the fact he's got the Conqueror trait there. It would also make it take longer, as you can see here, 164 days per scheme length, but that 68% secrecy doesn't seem to be too bad, if I'm being honest. So, what should we do? I think maybe we have to focus on the success chance. I don't mind if it takes a while, but I think maximizing the secrecy here, as well as the success chance, is probably the best choice overall. So we're going to actually pick something that's truly balanced, and it looks like we can recruit Yakub's marshal here. She does not like him, but we would have to we would have to convince her. Although confusing her sounds like an interesting strategy on its own. So we'd have to leverage our scheme advantages. Okay, let's look at our people first before we consider anyone else here. So Merzad, I think we'll just throw in there because that 30% makes it pretty good on its own. These guys would refuse. Let me change this to acceptance, because that, I think, is going to be a bit more helpful. We don't have anyone that would be good. Well, actually, never mind. Let me... relevance. Contribution. I think this works better. So Faramez. Yeah, 33%. Sorry, 33 extra scheme success chance, bringing it up to 81%. Given the fact that we got that -40 debuff there, I think is pretty nice and might work out for us. So he would not just take us on our word. We don't have that much prestige to offer, so I don't know if that would be the best choice. Okay. As much as I would like to try to recruit some of the other people in his court, well, I guess I can do this here. This guy's a vassal, known as the Sage, I guess. Yeah, it looks like he's the best option in terms of people we can just hire outright. He doesn't like us a whole bunch, but hopefully that doesn't affect anything. And it looks like Kasim here will just join us. We don't have to convince him, and he's only slightly worse than the guy at the top of the list. So we've got 95% secrecy, 145 day scheme time, and yeah, let's see how that goes. Now, can I do... I don't think I've ever actually tried this before. Actually, hold on a second. That, my friends, is a mercenary contract. Let me take a look. So, ooh, yikes, they're not doing well at all. However, we are a very fast military. We have the same amount of troops, however, our troops are better, and in fact, let me quickly refill these guys. Sorry. Refill them with gold. Oh, that's all the gold we have. Provisions it is. Okay, so our military is fully kitted out, and now we actually outnumber them with our siege weapons. So, yeah, actually, while we've got that scheme going on in the background, we might as well just wait for a little while. Let's go ahead and do some warfare for the first time in this campaign. Surprisingly, I can't really believe that it's taken this long, but I suppose now I know better for the future. So let me see here. The Stand With Us contract. A small posse of saddle-sore riders stop by my camp, and one of these visitors enters my great tent. I'm the captain of these Saurashtrian scouts, and I speak for our Raja Akadadeva, starts the soldier. My liege is interested in your scrappy little band of fighters. A holy war causes the Raja's sleepless nights. Our enemy is putting up a fierce fight, and so I've been sent to hire your swords. Will you lend Saurashtra your fighting spirits? All right. Yeah, we do it. It's going to... Wait, are we winning? Hang on a second. Oh, I think we're actually winning here. So we don't have that much time to waste. Let's go ahead and raise all of our armies. Quick tip here, if you're newer to Crusader Kings, hold control when you raise all of your armies, because then they're going to raise up as a stack rather than spreading out all over the damn place, forcing you to organize them again. All right. Oh, crap. Let's not move willy-nilly, because I was just clearing some notifications. So we've got to move pretty quickly, I think, if we want to get this contribution up. And I think we kind of just beeline straight for the capital, right? Although, I suppose I could take out this army, but they're not directly involved. They're only a hostile force rather than someone who's actually fighting us. Who are we actually at war with? So, okay, so Akadadeva is the aggressor, and he's trying to take this territory, I guess. Okay. Cool. Well, it's not our place to judge. We're just going to go ahead and march on over. How long will it take us to get there? 3 months. And how long will this siege take? 10 months. Okay, so we have plenty of time to make it. All right, warfare. This is exciting, guys. So finally, we get to see our soldiers in the field. And, of course, we are leading our own troops. Because take a look at this. With all of the bonuses that we've stacked on top of our martial skill, we have a commander advantage of 58, on top of our prowess of 66, on top of our knight effectiveness of, what is it, like 72%, plus the 75% we got from the one trait. Yeah, this is going to be an incredibly powerful military to work with, and I'm super excited to see what happens if our scheme is successful. So far, it looks like we've got plenty of time to wait, so I'm not going to stress out too much about it, but I think we have a good chance of succeeding there. We've seen this event. Do we find anything? And, of course, we find nothing whatsoever. So instead, we're going to go ahead and sit with the army here that we're allied to and increase the siege time here, or decrease it, rather, because we brought some weapons with us. And look at that. So now this is going to go a lot more quickly. They were just kind of sitting there and starving to death as they were sieging things down, and I really... Cool, that is bringing up our war contribution. Excellent, so hopefully that means that when we take the territory here in, yeah, about 2 weeks, it'll really bump it up. Cool, so that's done. 178 war contribution, so not the best I've seen, but considering how late into the game we got into that fight, I think that's pretty good. Looks like their army was actually down here, instead of up here defending their territory. Alright, but whatever. The AI is not particularly good at playing its own game. Cool. So 118 gold, just like that, for helping out a military. So we just have to disband our troops. And it looks like we actually have a grand tournament that we could attend right near us. So that's well-timed. I think we go ahead and do that. How soon would we have to leave? Oh, we may not arrive in time. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We'll instead go and take our frustrations out on some rich assholes. I think that sounds more fun. Oh, crap. Did I... Shoot. I did not mean to hire the mercenary guards twice in a row. I'll have to fix that next time we travel. But while we wait, yeah, I think we just work as normal. There's really not a whole lot we can do other than pass time. And so, pass time we will. We'll just do some easy jobs. Looks like a success chance is already is not too great. So So, yeah, I guess we can try to execute this scheme now? No, we haven't done anything. Let's wait for some events. There we go. I was like, what is going on? I almost wasted that whole thing. Wrestle for it. What is this? Salman's most recent foe slumps down, panting and defeated. Speaking of Salman, I'm quite disappointed in him. Oh, not this Salman, sorry. My son-in-law, this Salman. I'm disappointed in him, because how long have he and Noor been married? 6 years, and they still haven't done anything? Oh, actually, you know what? I have an explanation for that. There was something I didn't notice upon my first pass, but if I look at the memories of Noor, I thought that Salman had become her soulmate, but in fact, it was this guy in the Abbasid dynasty who apparently won her affections. He's a 20-year-old, so honestly, they wouldn't make a bad pairing, but I don't know if I'd be able to convince his father to accept the marriage, so it is what it is. They may never actually have children, and I am kind of tempted to just, well, either murder him or just, annul their marriage. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can, actually. So, yeah, kind of tempted to try to murder Salman. Doesn't deserve it, but it also is within, I think, what Faraz would do. Anyway, Salman's most recent foe slumps down, panting and defeated. Wrestling is a fairly popular sport amongst most mercenaries for obvious reasons, but Salman pursues it like it's an art form. I sometimes wonder if he wouldn't prefer to fight barehanded, needing no other weapon. Ah, a pugilist. The man sees my pondering look and raises his fists in a polite yet mocking jest. Well, Faraz, how about it? Okay. So, prowess challenge here. I could have Salman beaten for even asking, which sounds funny. He would lose 50 opinion of us, so unfortunately that would probably, not work out for us. But we could just do the prowess challenge, and we're gonna wrestle him into submission. Put him right back in his place, right? Okay, what is this? Learning from the best. 2 of my agents, Merzad and Vali Qasim, seem to have found common cause in our plan beyond the basic goal. Impressed by his compatriots' skill with shrewdness, cunning, and ruthless double-dealing required to murder, capital M, Qasim has taken to studying what Merzad does differently to himself in the hopes of improving his own skills. Harmless enough in theory, but it doesn't help our overall goal. So, apparently we can increase Qasim's intrigue by 4. We can instead focus on our goal, and that would decrease the phase time by quite a bit, actually, and I think that's what we're going to do. Does that for 5 years. It might actually take 5 years to kill this guy, so we'll see. Hopefully we are successful. It looks like this is related to that. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and get this done. We made 200 gold, and I think it's time for us to come home. Alright, back at camp. Let's get the next Proving Grounds upgrade started, and we'll get our next job. 2 boundary disputes. Those should be pretty quick. Just want to take a look around that there isn't any other stuff here. Ooh, looks like the Abbasids are facing a major civil war here. It's a tyranny war, so if they lose, then Abdallah would become deposed, and he could become an adventurer. Interesting. Alright. Well, they are losing that war badly. Yeah, severely outnumbered there. It looks like the Abbasids are going to explode, and if we time that right, if we manage to take out Yaqub here, I actually forgot to mention this. He's got 2 kingdom titles. Clearly, he's trying to form an empire of his own, and we can't let that happen. Empires are notoriously kind of difficult to get rid of, and so if he dies, this is going to happen regardless, but if he dies before forming that empire title, then his 2 kingdom titles here are going to be split between his 2 eldest sons. So this kingdom title here is going to go to his eldest, whereas, where is that? The Grand Emirate of Khorasan would go to this guy here, apparently also named Vahab, and a Craven at that. Well, I guess it just runs in the region. Ooh, there's a plague over here. That's not good. Alright, anyway. back to the matter at hand. Let's get the next job started. It's not too much money, but fuck, I did it again. Damn it. All right. I won't forget the third time. That's how pattern recognition works, right? Let's see. What is this? What is this option here? Is this because we have a quartermaster? Okay. Let's see. So 88% chance that our officer succeeds. Nilafar would gain some stress. It would be a duel, I guess. Okay. Yeah, why not? I've not seen that option before. And it worked. Beautiful. And so with that in mind, let me see. Can I get any more gold? Yes, 57 might as well. And before I do the next job, I want to go ahead and visit the castle and see what we might find. We spar, and we increase our prowess by 1. That's going to become more important than ever as we start losing our prowess due to old age. We haven't seen that yet, but it starts happening after age 50. So, can we potentially reinforce our stuff? We can. There was the garrison here. Looks like Sun Kama's not a half-bad fighter. Koram here is pretty good, actually, as a learning character. He's got a witch trait, the witch trait, and is an architect and an administrator. Wow. So overall, kind of a pretty organized dude. Sun Kama is 67. Yeah, I think I can pay for that. That's fine. Let's go to the tavern super quick. Do we have any stress? No, so let's just listen to the story. And we actually gained 100 diplomacy experience. That's pretty good. Oh god, for a second I thought Boers here was headless, because I didn't see the cup at first. That was a little unsettling. What is this? This night... Whoa, hang on a second. Burrs is in trouble. And then there's the seeding tax. The Brau... Oh gosh, how do I say that? Brauhui... Ruffian remarks with a wry smile as he motions towards the hooded figure's chair. That's an additional bit of gold, certainly. The hooded man immediately stands up, and as the hood drops, I recognize him as none other than Naib Burrs of Najm. This is an outrage, the Naib exclaims, clearly flustered. Don't make me inquire with my business associates, the ruffian threatens, and the situation grows increasingly tense. So we could pay his tab, he would gain a weak hook on us, add him to our roll of patrons, and apparently get closer to forming a friendship. So here's Burge, and this is the ruffian in question. He's apparently an albino. That's interesting. Okay, cool. But let's take a look. So this guy, where is he? Where's he located? Can I click on you, please? Oh, you're just the Baron. Okay, so he's not anyone super important. I could say, want to take that up with me instead, and that would be pretty likely to succeed. Could instead say, this Naib is already spoken for, you scullion, and that would basically just, yeah, have the same outcome. Yeah, I think we go for that. That's our gallows bait option. We gained a favor hook on him, saved his life, or at least prevented him from getting robbed this day. So, alright, let's grab supplies while we're here. Could get, ooh, 2,500. So, let's try it. Cool, it worked out. That significantly restored our number of provisions. And actually, one last thing. I think we need to spawn a couple contracts. Justicar contracts, diplomacy contracts. What is this? Oh, apparently I can't do a treasure hunt as a gallows bait thief. Odd. Justicar contracts, what are those? Culling criminals while bringing justice and adhering to local law? Yeah, no thanks. That's not what we do here. Not quite yet, at least. So instead, let's go ahead and settle this boundary dispute. And do this. Instead of let's not pay for the mercenary guards this time. Thank you, memory, for actually helping me. And Noor has finally given us a grandchild. How awesome. So we have here, well, his automatic name is Farid, but give me just a second, because I would like to pull up a list of names as offered by a comment that I had on a couple of videos ago. So give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've had a look. Let me just close that browser out. And I've had a look, and I think for our first grandson, I like the name Hadi. if you guys have any suggestions for future relatives, family members, anything like that, we will have opportunities to name plenty of people as the campaign progresses. So any suggestions you have would be absolutely welcome. I just ask that anything that you do suggest won't get me in trouble with with YouTube. So moving on there, let's try to get the money. And we did. Excellent. We're going to be late, apparently. And Nilafar, try it again. And it worked. Twice in a row. Fantastic. Nilafar's putting in some good work there. Alright. So there aren't any jobs as of now. And so I think we just kind of let some time pass. I still haven't seen the success chance go up. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, there are some countermeasures going on. Can we do anything about that? I think that's only against things that are targeting us. Yeah, so that's not useful to us here. So we might just have to wait. But what is this? It seems our time... Oh, yeah, so he's learned passable North Dravidian. Cool, so Faraz has learned a language. Very nice. Smart boy. Smart boy. Cool. Yeah, I think we just have to wait. There's really not a whole lot to it. Because it's supposed to be... Oh no! No! Oh, what a sad day this is. It was going to come one way or another, but I didn't expect it to be so soon. Iggy has walked by my side for many years, and the passage of time does not spare dogs. As I kneel beside him, he starts wagging his tail slowly, but he cannot raise his head. I sit with him long into the night, petting his brown back until the tail stills. I will miss you, Iggy. I could also pay some money to create to get his pelt. No, we wouldn't even be able to use that for a long time. So, yeah, we lost our pet dog with that. We are a little sad here. However, there was another dog that was sitting around. I actually was wondering what was going on with that. So apparently the game doesn't allow you to have two dogs simultaneously. So instead, let me see. Well, this dog is also a boy, but let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and name him after my other dog, Ivy. There we go. Both of my dogs have now gotten representation in this campaign. All right, so we lost a dog and we gained another one right back. That did not last very long. Ooh, looks like Yakub became disfigured, and I don't know if he was a known murderer before or if that just happened. But what happened here? Did Mutaz manage to survive? No, Abdallah here is now an adventurer. He's lost all of his titles, and now instead... Is it his son? No, he doesn't have a child. You know, it is his son. Okay, so Mutaz was named after his grandfather. Okay, so a 17-year-old here is in charge of the Arabian Empire, but he's already facing an independence war and apparently defending against some sort of conquest. Unfortunate for him. What an auspicious start to his rule. Alright, we got the Proving Grounds constructed. I think we need to hold on to our money for a little bit as we go here. Camp Gossip. What is this? Abdullah, our champion. So not our son. What is this? Just keep acting. Yeah, let's go ahead and investigate the truth. And cruel pranks. With only a little questioning, Abdullah shows as the most obvious perpetrator. He was seen close by before, after, and during nearly all the notable accidents, generally with little reason. Yes, I played a few jests on Abdullah. Is that so wrong? He's a misery to be around. And at last check, the odd jape was not cause to make someone an outlaw. Now, Abdullah doesn't like us. And part of me is kind of tempted to just, like, punish him. Which would be kind of funny. Wait. Oh, they're oh gosh, wait a second. Oh, this is against himself? I didn't even realize. Yeah, this is bugged. So, is he about to lose... Yeah, that's bugged. That should not have happened the way that it did. This is the same person. I didn't even realize that at first. Alright, whatever. The Antelope of Canessin, my champion Navid, known for his interest in venery, brings rumor of beasts spotted in my realm. I am hearing much talk from the Vilaya of Rudbar. It is said there are excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many a worthy antelope seen roaming the scrublands. Okay, well, I was actually thinking about doing another hunt, and given the fact that we are just waiting here for... Oh, geez. The scheme was exposed? How? When? I didn't get a notification about that. So, it's already gone back down to negative 51.1%. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they have the countermeasures going on here, so that's obviously helping. And we can't really do much to make that more likely to succeed. So, I guess we'll just have to keep trying. And if it becomes clear that it's not going to work, then I'll abandon the idea. It was good, but we'll have to see. We shall have to see. I think we go ahead and pet our dog, because we actually never did that for Iggy, and I kind of feel sad about that. I almost got a little emotional. I did get a little emotional. I'm not going to even try to hide that as I was reading that text. I find Ivy outside playing with some children. As she spots me, she quickly bounds over with her wagging tail, and as I crouch down, she promptly flops over onto her back. I spend many minutes petting her gray stomach, and it's been a long time since I felt this relaxed. Thank you, my friend. All right. And you know what? We're going to pet our cat as well. Lily, I don't know how many years we still have with you. You can't really see their age or anything like that, so you have to kind of keep track, and it's random when they die. I find Lily outside, strutting out the yard. As soon as she spots me, she meows and saunters over, rubbing up against my leg. I spend many minutes crouched by her side, petting her and scratching her under the chin, and when I stand back up again, I feel lighter than I have in a long time. Wonderful. Okay, well, let's go ahead and set up a hunt, shall we? A little bold doing it here, but it feels pretty fitting, because our first hunt was like right here, wasn't it, in Deboul? Yeah, so it feels like we've almost kind of come full circle, but, you know, in just kind of a strange roundabout way. But I think we go ahead and host a hunt. Part of me wants to try the falconry event, but we did get a perk, I think, that helps us with the bow. No, we didn't, actually. That was for our archer cavalry and stuff. Yeah, I think we need to improve our bow skill here. And yeah, there's only one option, but we did just get that event saying, hey, there's some stuff happening here. So let's go ahead and do that. Not a great starting chance of success, but we'll probably get to improve that. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my camp followers can get started on the preparations. All right, excellent. Won't be long now. And, of course, we will hunt wherever we want. We don't care at all. Okay, cool. So that's much better. And let's go for an antelope, I think, this time. Apparently our success chance decreases greatly, but no chance that we can't still give it a try. And looks like Ivy actually has an opportunity to go for it, since we didn't have a dog last time. Ivy trots along beside me, obviously enjoying her time outside. Suddenly, she freezes and starts barking, and a couple of seconds later, something can be heard moving through the undergrowth. Something big. Her barks turn into growls just as the wolf bursts into our path. Wait, a wolf? I thought it was an antelope. Okie dokie. So what is this? We can get improved prowess for 5 years, increases our success chance, and we would lose stress because we're brave. And yeah, I think we're going to do that. I do not want to risk Ivy dying in this struggle. Not after we just took her on as our pet here, and officially adopted her. Yeah, we're gonna go with the option that puts us front and center, of course. And same thing here. Yeah, that event just repeated. And I don't think that we can... Oh, shoot, hang on. I wanted to change the intent there to slay beast. My huntsmen have pointed out a secluded clearing downwind of the beast's covert, a perfect place to form our bow line and await the antelope driven thither by the hound teams. It would be a fine chance to practice our archery on a real moving target. There seems to be a bug there, because it talks about an antelope, but then it talks about a wolf. Which is it, my friends? Which is it? I I'm going to corner it myself. But stop, 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 stop. I want to change to Slay Beast here. Okay. Apparently, Yakub resented our hunt. That's fine. He can suck a fat one. All right. And do we succeed? Oh, no, we have another water here. Nope, we've seen that before. Let's say this must belong to someone. And did that happen? We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the scrawny palms, snorting wildly. Snorting? Okay. I'm really confused as to what this animal actually is. Is some weird, like, fucking chimera? Scaling a rise and disappearing into a dense thicket, the antelope is gone as quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. Unfortunately, it did not work out, and we failed in our intent. Hunts like these are a pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. Our quarry has eluded us. So, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, I'm going to let some time pass, but I don't think we are going to be able to stay here for too much longer, because we did just brazenly hunt on his territory. Ooh, we lost our infiltrator. Alright. Apparently Noor and Yekta are forming a friendship. Good for them. Or they have become friends. Okay. Alright. There we go. So let's put that in there. Oh, this song. You know what? I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. I'm going to turn the music up, actually. Alright, I'm not sure how easy that was to hear, even with me turning the volume up, but oh, it looks like that might not have been adjusted with me doing that, but if you don't know, that song was actually performed by one of my favorite musicians on YouTube, Hildegard von Blingin. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link her channel in the description, or like put some kind of banner or something like that up here, but you guys should absolutely check her out. She specializes in medieval style singing, and her voice is utterly beautiful, and I want to just shout her praises from the heavens, because the heavens definitely hear her. And so, yeah, absolutely check her out. Her music is great, and she was invited by Paradox to do an original song for this game, and it was released with the Legends of the Dead DLC a while back. So, a little bit of a tidbit that I just wanted to add there, because I am a huge fan of her work. Alright, so I'm going to give this a good solid try, but I'm not entirely sure that it will work out. Go fast and go silently. Apparently we stole some more provisions. Alright, so this seems to be going up. I want to keep a sharp eye on it. We lost our alibi, god damn it. Alright, what is this? Be gone, whatever, be gone. I don't care. We're trying to focus on our job here. We can convince this guy. Oof, 150 gold for a bribe. No. I could leverage my scheme advantages, and I think I'm going to do that since we're still going to be waiting here for a while. We'll get those back easily. So we've got him on the job here, and we just got to keep trying. Minus 20.9%. It looks like it's getting closer and closer. Yeah, let's increase... Well, let's increase his prowess, if nothing else. He's not going to be a military commander, but we might as well make him a better fighter. Incognito. Tonight, I have stripped myself of every symbol signifying my rank to walk anonymously among my soldiers. It is a quiet evening, so when the argument breaks out, the words reach me loud and clear. A cavalryman is trying to convince his commander, my champion Abdullah, of the advantages of an alternative strategy. Abdullah will hear none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. So, I could defeat the officer in unarmed combat, and that would gain me an automatic lifestyle perk. I'm not going to try to mediate between them, even if it would guarantee that success. Yeah, we're going to step in and protect him, and we Did we get it? Or did we actually fail? Oh, hang on. Oh, good. My training has served me well. Sorry, the event is unresolved still. A few moments later, I have Abdullah in a firm arm lock. Let this be a lesson, I state loudly, for everyone to hear. Your captain does not look kindly on close-minded fools, no matter their rank. The soldier beams with gratitude. Thank you, my lord. You will never know a more faithful servant than Tamasp Sina. Okay, cool. So we could adopt Tamasp's strategy. That increases our martial by 1, decreases our minimum battle roll by 2. I'll explain what that means next time we're in a fight. And increases our army movement speed by another 20%, or gain the lifestyle perk. Damn, that's actually a really hard choice. In, like, most circumstances, I go for the strong hook. Or, sorry, I go for the lifestyle perk. But I think in this particular case, it makes a little bit more sense for us to do the innovative strategy here. I'm okay with not getting an automatic perk every time. So, I think that's what we do. Now, sadly, yeah, we still don't have any jobs here, so can we potentially spawn any? Just to give us something to do, if nothing else. Stewardship contracts, just the card contracts. I guess we gotta take what we can get, right? Even if we're not typically the honorable type. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna protect the innocent first. And it's not great pay, but it is better than no pay, as the saying often goes, I guess. Let's adjust this travel really, really just quickly. And we're gonna do that, yeah. I think that works. Wait, did that do anything? Wait, no. Oh, sorry. We need to do it both ways. There we go. That's what I was... Fuck. That's what I was trying to do. So, let's travel and set that back up again. My bad, guys. That was a misclick. Not the first time it's happened, and certainly not the last time. Protect the innocent. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just get everything going. Oh, hey, Noor's helping out. How nice. And Abdullah, look at that, brother and sister on the same job. Beautiful. Alright, travails of the cook, whatever, stern on provisions. Just tedious events forever. Pounding hooves. Ugh, my head, moans Cheyenne as he rides alongside me. I raise an eyebrow in silent inquiry at the man's exclamation. In response, Cheyenne simply slumps down across his horse, whimpering and clutching at his temples. Clearly, someone had a good night last night. I think we laugh at his predicament. Or we could even kick his horse into high gear. Because he is hungover for 3 months. Man, how torturous would that actually be if that's how it worked in real life? Yeah, we're going to kick his horse into gear. I think we need to be the life of the party for everybody else. Alright, let's turn this job in. Very nice. And we'll perform in a play. Very, very different from anything we've ever done before. Looks like Faraz found a puppy of his own. Nice. Alright, good for him. And with that being said, oh my god, it's so fucking annoying that we keep losing people. This is why we only hire our own, right? We can't rely on others outside of our own party, right? But it looks like we're finally making some headway here into the success chance. So, slowly but surely, this murder will happen. The Way of the Sword. I've actually not seen this event in a while. The endless clash of metal on metal. The chafing of armor, the sting of sweat. It is a dance that is as familiar as it is exhausting. To heft my sword, attack, dodge, defend, and repeat. Maybe it would do me good to practice my skills with another weapon. I'm gonna say... Yeah, I'm gonna say me and my trusted sword will not part. That gives us a permanent +2 to our prowess. And so, have we lost any yet from our age? No. We're just still an excellent fighter. And also, now a better commander. Yeah, I think we're going to get the Parthian tactics here, as we get the bonus to our camel cavalry there. And then the next perk is additional counter efficiency with our men-at-arms. Again, next time we find ourselves in a fight, I'll explain. In fact, we're going to find ourselves in a fight right now. This will be the last thing we do today, and it'll go for as long as it takes. We will absolutely stomp these guys, And I think it's going to work out in our favor. This war just started, and I'm glad that I noticed it before it got out of hand. So, there we go. This gives us something to do while we wait for the job to finish. Okay, let's go ahead and inspire. Well, no, we'll do that after the fight. I should have definitely reinforced before I did this, but whatever. I saw the opportunity to do something, and I wanted to take it. Now, I'm not entirely convinced that we'll make it in time, because this is just a peasant uprising, and he's got an army that's probably going to kill them. Although, I don't know. We'll see. If we get there before him, if he just stands around and does nothing, then we'll for sure get there in time. Alright. And Noor has given us another son. Alright, so Salman, I may have been talking shit about you earlier, but now I have nothing but positive things to say. You are the best son-in-law I've ever had so far. Alright, and so apparently they want to name him after his father, the son. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Alright, and I'm going to slow the game down here because I just wanted to get a little bit closer. And it looks like... Oh, well, Faraz just came of age. Beautiful. He got the Intricate Web Weaver trait, so +6 to his Intrigue. Not bad at all. 19 Intrigue at the age of 16. He's not as good as his brother, but that's okay. Not everyone is built the same, and that is just the beautiful thing about life, isn't it? Got our comfortable trappings. And there we go. We single-handedly just won that war for him because this guy just stood around and did absolutely nothing. Apparently, he must have seen the difference in their army size and really just couldn't be bothered to try to do anything himself. So, we got 93 gold from that. Very nice. And I just realized I forgot to explain everything that I was going to explain. So, sorry about that, guys. I was completely caught up in the moment there. But isn't that how that goes? Let's take a look at this siege, actually. So, because they were just peasants, it was a full stack wipe. That's usually how it goes, even if you have a pretty shitty army. And you can see the breakdown here of how many kills everyone got on an individual level. These are our champions. Doesn't count anything that the men-at-arms do, as they're just kind of counted as their own separate thing. So, that was actually a lot shorter than I thought, but, however, there is another one here. So... yeah, I think we do this as well. It's another peasant uprising, but if this guy's willing to pay us, then, I mean, why not, right? We're relatively close by. In fact, well, we may not even make it in time, so let's see how it goes. Although, with our added speed, it's possible. It's possible that an orc horde army could make it to warfare now. It's possible. Alright, but I don't think we'll make it to this fight in time. Yeah. Well, they did actually gain some territory, and we managed to join in time. So, before the fight ends, I just want to kind of glance over this menu. As you can see here, here's the fighters. We became the commander after we joined in because we're the better overall military leader. And this is a breakdown of each of the different men-at-arms units that are featured in this fight. The peasant leaders, they are all just peasant levies. It says that their military strength is superior to us, but we could easily roll them, even if they outnumbered us like 5-1, just because of the way the mechanics work. And so, they just died. You know, it's pretty much as simple as that. And we didn't get a lot of contribution. We actually got nothing for the battle there. So can we siphon some? Yeah, we're siphoning some off here for the siege. So if we can get that up as much as possible, then we'll definitely get paid. Alright, so we got the increase to our provisions and provision capacity and all that stuff. Look at all those friggin' bonuses. It's pretty awesome. And we've not seen this event before, Strategical Impasse. I am sitting around the map with Kurashe and Abdullah, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Kurashe bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies, while Abdullah sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It is my right to decide our ultimate course of action. So, because of our high martial skill, we can say, I know how we can employ both strategies, and that just, it gives us both advantages here for 5 years. So, increase to our attacker advantages, our the enemy fatal casualties, like, we are doing pretty well for ourselves. And it looks like we were successful in getting our money there, which is rather nice. And we got a couple other jobs that we can do. A level 2 fight corruption scheme over here that is quite a ways away. But at level 2, how much would that be? It's actually, it's not too bad. It gives us something to do here. But you know what? We've got some time. That war, both of those wars were far shorter than I was expecting because they were just peasants. So I think we waste no further time and just sit here until we're ready to launch the scheme. We're probably going to have all 20 of our advantages by that point, but I'm going to wait until we get up to the full 82% there. And looks like Shahabuddin has become the forgetful. Oh, look, he's apparently depressed. Shahabuddin has a hard time seeing the good in life, and so it gives you some minor penalties there, a moderate health penalty there. So he's probably going to die pretty soon, unfortunately. It is what it is. That is the cycle of life, is it not? And, oh! Oh my god! Hang on a second. So, our target for murder is dead in a very ironic twist of fate. As I make all the preparations necessary for Amira, and Yakub's departure from this world, I am interrupted by a page. The cur went and died without any help from me. So let me pause. He died of old age. Okay. Well, like I said, I fully expected that that was going to happen. However, that doesn't mean that they didn't increase their territory, because look at that. They've expanded up here into the Caspian Sea, and have kind of started... They've almost like surrounded a whole... They have surrounded a whole section of the coast. Wow. Okay. So, our target is dead. It really did take that long, and it didn't work out for us in the end. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't do the same here. Although... Hang on a second. Oh, they have plenty of allies. Yeah, that makes sense, because they would probably just, like, scramble to try to protect each other. They might even be allied to each... Yeah, they are allied to each other. Damn. Oh, that complicates my plans. Okay. Well, guys, I think you know what we do next. I think it's entirely clear what we do next. We didn't succeed on our first assassination attempt, but that doesn't mean we can't try again with some additional characters. So, it's a matter of who we go for next that will decide how we proceed. But these guys are not super powerful. In fact, Vahab only has one county here, as well as the kingdom title, so he's extremely weak, and I really mean extremely weak. So he's not a concern. So I think we start a murder plot against what is his name? Ardashir here. Yeah, scheme potential. So I'll get this started, and it looks like we already start at 29%, or sorry, 29% chance of success. But we will have to work on that as time goes on. I'm only going to hire the people that we know and trust, even if it's someone known as the Backstabber. And, ooh, it doesn't look like we have a good choice here. So we might have to try to convincing... We might have to try convincing someone else, if we can. Let's see. He won't accept that. Would he accept a bribe? No. He would accept a hook. Don't really want a hook, so I think I'll give him some prestige instead. That makes more sense. I don't have to give him a hook. I don't like giving people hooks. Okay, well, guys, this is definitely an unexpected, well, not unexpected, but a surprising development in the story. So, in the next episode, we are going to try killing off Ardashir of the Safarid Dynasty. I think there's some great potential here for a dramatic shakeup in the region of the world, and for a power vacuum to potentially be created and exploited. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please make sure to give this video a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you feel that this video is deserving of a comment, I would appreciate that too. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.